Welcome to Master the Game. I'm Juice, and today we are going to be talking about the versatile heritage, the Dhampir. So if you love vampires in your tabletop RPGs, this is the video for you. So let's get started. So the Dhampir are a staple of Pathfinder, the tabletop RPG. The Dhampir were in first edition. I didn't dabble with them very much then, but I do remember reading about them. I do remember my wife thinking they were cool. And I also remember thinking that they might work well with some different classes at the time. So in Pathfinder 2nd edition, they are one of the versatile heritages, which means you can slap them onto any ancestry. So if you want to be a dwarven Dhampir, you can be. Anything you can think of. Human, not a half-orc, but a full-blooded orc. A tengu. Cat folk, right? So all of these things could make for Dhampirs, right? So just let your imagination run wild for a moment if you can. And if you think of something that you find to be a very interesting combination, comment below with it, because I would love to hear it below. I've heard people mention playing like a Dhampir Leshy, almost like a Venus flytrap, and I think that's a really cool idea. But I would love to hear what you guys think might be really cool. And again, post that below. Now, the one big thing that you need to remember if you're choosing to make this is normal healing is actually going to hurt you. Positive healing. Negative energy is actually going to heal you, such as inflict wounds. So you got to remember that right off the bat. Okay? Now, the Dhampir, I think, again, are really cool. You're going to gain low light vision or dark vision if your ancestry already has low light vision. And then, obviously, you can choose Dhampir feats or your original ancestry feats as long as you meet the prerequisites. So the first Dhampir feat is Eyes of Night. Prerequisite of low light vision. You can see in the darkness as easily as a true vampire. You gain dark vision. Special. You can select this feat only at first level, and you can't retrain into or out of this feat. Dark vision's always good, especially, first level. Another first level feat, Fangs. Your incisors have grown into true fangs, long, sharp, and well suited to drawing blood. You gain a Fangs unarmed attack that deals 1d6 piercing damage. Your fangs are in the brawling group and have the grapple and unarmed traits. I mean, if you're playing a Dhampir, I feel like this is a no-brainer. You have to get this at some point. Why play a Dhampir if you're not planning on biting something or playing into the whole vampiric nature of it, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know below if you disagree with me. Another level 1 is Stravika, and this has the lineage trait. You descend from one of the truly ancient vampires, a Nosferatu cursed to eternal life, but not eternal youth. People call you Stravika, or Ancient Born. The vestiges of your forebears' powers of domination have left you with an understanding of how a creature's intentions change its behaviors. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to perception checks, to sense motive, and perception DCs against attempts to lie to you. I think this is a really good one. You get a lot of different things there, right? You get the bonus to perception checks, to sense motive, and perception difficulty checks. I could see that being a good one. Svetosher also has the lineage trait. You were born to one of the Moroi, the most common vampires, and you share their supernatural fortitude and power of persuasion. When you have the drained condition, calculate the penalty to your fortitude saves and your hit point reduction as though the condition value were 1 lower. You are trained in diplomacy. If you would automatically be trained in it, you instead become trained in a skill of your choice. So, I don't know if I like this. I mean, I guess it removes your condition by 1. I don't know. I'm not really into that one as much, I guess. Vampire lore. You were raised by your vampiric parent, or you've invested substantial time and energy researching the secrets of your undead progenitors. You know what I'm saying. You gain the trained proficiency rank in religion and society. If you would automatically become trained in one of these skills from your background or class, for example, you instead become trained in a skill of your choice. You also become trained in vampire lore. I think that one's pretty good, especially if you're going to be hunting undead. I think you'll want that. Voice of the Night. You hear and understand the words of creatures you share the darkness with. You can ask questions of, receive answers from, and use diplomacy with bats, rats, and wolves. You also gain a +1 circumstance bonus to make an impression on such animals. That one's pretty good too. I like that. So of those at first level, I really like Eyes of Night, Fangs, and I probably like the Voice of the Night. Those three are my top on there. 5th level, Enthralling Allure. The powers of domination employed by your progenitors have manifested in you as well. Once per day, you can cast Charm as a 1st level divine innate spell. Okay. I think that's all right. But once per day for a 5th level, it just seems light to me. Necromantic Physiology. Your unusual physiology has developed in a way that makes it difficult for parasites and other infestations to prey upon you. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to saves against diseases. Sign me up. I like this one. +2 is way better than a +1. I've complained about other feats for other ancestries and stuff of being only a +1 against disease at level 5 or level 9. So I think this one's actually pretty good, and I like it. The next one, Undead Slayer. Your knowledge of your own not quite living anatomy, combined with your experience in combat, helps you take down undead foes with ease. Against undead creatures, you gain a circumstance bonus to damage with weapons. Unarmed strikes equal to the number of weapon damage dice for the strike. So against undead creatures, you gain a circumstance bonus to damage with weapons, and unarmed attacks equal to the number of weapon damage dice for the strike. Wow. So if you're rolling like a 1d8, you get an extra 1 just because it's a 1d8. But if it was like a 2d6 weapon, you get 2 +2 to it. Huh. That's interesting. This bonus increases to double the number of weapon damage dice if your target has the vampire trait. Wow. So I think the Undead Slayer is hands down the best one of the level 5. Easily. 9th level feats. Bloodletting Fangs. So this requires the Fangs unarmed attack prerequisite. You emulate your vampiric parents' techniques for drawing blood from a victim. Your Fangs strikes deal an additional 1d4 persistent bleed damage on a critical hit. I like that. Sucks that it's only on criticals, but if you can find a way to maximize your opportunity for crits, then you can almost count on this happening pretty regularly. So I do like that. Night Magic. You can tap into the magic that runs through your blood. You gain animal form, wolf only using the statistics for a canine, and Obscuring Mist as 2nd level divine innate spells. You can cast each of these spells once per day. That's kind of cool to be able to change into a wolf. I kind of like that. I could see wanting something like that. A lot of flavor there. Plus Obscuring Mist is a good one. 13th level. Form of the Bat. Frequency is once per hour. You can transform into a harmless bat. You gain the effects of a 4th level pest form, except you always transform into a bat. That's not bad. I kind of like that for flavor. For 13th level, it seems a little weak, especially since you're just 4th level pest form, but yeah, I like it. 17th level, Symphony of Blood. You call forth the blood of your foes to grant you vigor. Once per day, you can cast Vampiric Exsanguination as a 7th level divine innate spell. That's really good. I really like that. I hate that it's once per day. So again, it's very limiting. I really wish you could do it more. I like more powerful things, and I think that once you get into 17th level and stuff, you should probably get a little bit more than a once per day spell. But that's just me. But it is a strong spell. It's a 7th level spell. So it's probably going to do quite a bit. So I think playing like a Undead Hunter would be really cool as a Dhampir. It's kind of built into it. You got a couple mechanics built around it, like Undead Slayer. I personally like that. Now, as for ancestries, the ones that I think would be the most fun, I still think a Leshy would be kind of fun. I don't know why. Maybe even a pumpkin Leshy that actually like has fangs. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. You could do it as a cat. A cat would be kind of cool as a cat folk. Rat folk, that would be fun. A Dhampir rat folk would be fun. As for classes, you could do so much. I mean, I'm always a fan of the martial classes, but maybe in this case, doing something like a witch or a sorcerer would add a bit to it. I could see having a really good time as a sorcerer, playing a Dhampir sorcerer. So that's just what I think. I don't know. What do you think? What are some class combos or some ancestry combos you're considering? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, smash that subscribe button. Hammer that like button. This is Master of the Game. I am Juice. Game on.